So today I want to talk about progression. Write in the description, when was the last time you did something new in mountain biking for the first time? Were you stoked about it? Were you successful? Was there failure? Now, in terms of progression, one of the things we have to think about is when you set out to do something new, there's an entire process, the learning process. So here's what I've learned, and I want to share it with you. One, envision the ideal outcome. You got to see it. You got to see it in your mind. You got to see it in your heart. You got to be excited about it. You got to be stoked. You got to see, I can do this. You got to imagine yourself being able to do it. Do you see it? Because if you can see it, it brings you that much closer to achieving it. I know, sounds cliche. Some people are about to do something new and they're not thinking about that. They're thinking about the risk, the failure. Now you need the skills. You should be practicing. But if you're gonna try to send something and it's something you did for the first time, and in mountain biking, we like to send new features, you gotta be able to see it. You look at it, you calculate the risk, you think about the skills you need to apply to it, but you gotta see it through. You gotta see the outcome. The second thing I think about is, and a lot of you guys know this, some folks are new, I wanna remind them, and I like to remind myself, it's okay to make mistakes when you're learning. You try your best. That's it. It's okay. We fall, we get up, we laugh, we learn. One of the things I see from my friends who are starting out or learning something new is they like to beat themselves up. You can't beat yourself up. Be kind to yourself. You didn't hit the jump the first time, be kind to yourself. Be stoked that you're even trying. Be excited that you're even trying. Some of us forget that when you're trying something new, there is a process. You gotta be kind to yourself. You gotta be patient. You gotta know success is coming. Learn to embrace your mistakes. I had to learn to embrace my mistakes. I make mistakes often, especially while riding. But I embrace those mistakes, I learn from them, I get up, and I'm grateful for making mistakes. Because when you're grateful for making mistakes, you realize, oh yeah, that's what I should have thought about before, or I need to pay attention to that next time. And now that you paid attention to it, you've learned your lesson. So embrace the mistake. Be grateful for it. Be thankful for it. Be like, yeah, now I got it. Now I know what to do. Now I can set myself up for success the next time around. So when you're about to do something, the first item I mentioned was you got to see it. The last one is connected to the first one. You need to be excited about what you're about to do. Be stoked. Be in love. Be passionate. I'm already excited because I know what's coming. I need to be patient with myself. I need to be comfortable with my mistakes because I know I'm learning from them. And I'm excited that I'm about to achieve this. Focus on your stoke, your love, your excitement when you see it, when you see the ideal outcome. Now, don't get me wrong, in mountain biking, you need skills practice. But even while you're going through the process of practicing and you're making those mistakes, be excited because better practice, more practice will help lead towards success. That's why we practice. But practice is not always fun. You got to make it fun. You got to be happy now because you know I'm going to hit that jump. I'm going to roll that log. I'm going to ride that skinny. Or whatever it is you're going to accomplish in life, be stoked before you get to it. Yes, that is what I wanted to share today. Be inspired by your vision about what you want to accomplish. Embrace the process, embrace the learning process. You're gonna get there. Be like a champion. Feel like a champion. You can do it. Move forward towards your success. You got this. Remember that. Take care. This is video number 2 from Mountain Creek. If you missed the warm-up, I put a link up here. So I was hanging out with these dudes and we're doing a few runs. If you watch Toogy's videos, he likes progression. He's a relatively new, I think he's been doing it a couple of years, but he's been riding a lot of practice, and he's showing progression. So in this run, he decided that he wanted to hit something new that he hadn't hit before.
You go back into the trees.
Okay, just turn right. Turn right there or left?
No, just wait right there.
Just wait right there.
Right where you come out, it's all washboardy.
Yeah.
Yeah, just wait right there.
So don't go into the second half of the breakout.
No.
Okay, so I'll meet you there.
Yeah, you'll see it.
Okay.
So where are we headed?
I'm going to do breakout again because I don't want to do the big jump trail because I suck at big jumps. I'll just roll them, and what's the fun of that?
Are you good at jumping, Ty?
So after they decide which way they wanted to go, Jeff said that he didn't want to go on the big jump trail. So I decided to follow him down the blue trail breakout, and then we would regroup with the fellas somewhere in the middle. So by this point in the day, I had a couple of rides in and I'm feeling a little more warmed up. I decided to follow some of Jeff's lines, and I went over the top of this step. I let myself have a little more speed and a little more pop on some of these jumps. Woo. Yeah, so we rejoined the boys in the middle and we went to check out the jump that Jeff wanted to take a look at.
Yeah, there's this little
You guys doing Bob Gnarly?
no. There's this little thing down here I want to hit.
What's that?
There's this little kicker jump down there I want to hit. I haven't done it yet.
All right. So I decided to check in with him and check his stoke level.
Yeah.
How you feel? You want to try it today?
Yeah.
We haven't done it yet. It's our knots in the back.
Is that it right there?
Yeah.
I love how he called it a little thing, but when your wheels are leaving the ground, 4 or 5 foot sender is more than a little thing. But I mean, it's all relative, especially when you have your eyes on the bigger jumps in the future. I'm gonna go and pull up, all right? So here I decided to stop and take a look at it, and if you see, it aims straight up into the sky. And as I walk by, I'm about 6 feet tall, and it's pretty high. So I spin around so I can get a good camera angle and watch the boys get to work. So I took an opportunity to ask Clay what his process was when he does a roll up. He pretty much said he likes to roll up and get acquainted with the trail, look at the best lines, especially if it's something that he hadn't done before. He likes to look at the shape, and he also likes to see others do the same jump. All right. So here you can see how high the ramp is compared to where Clay's standing. And then watch this young sender come by. Clay's a tall dude and he's up above Clay's head. After that, he commits. Then he decides to go back up to the top and get ready to send it. I couldn't see the guys, so I waited patiently until they decided to roll in.
I'm just getting down to the bottom.
So in the meantime, I'm sitting here and a couple other guys came through. So after Clay had committed that he was going to do it, they probably had a conversation where Jeff said, well, I want you to tow me in. And then after, here come the boys. Awesome job for the first time hitting that for both. Now keep in mind, I had no idea what trail I was on. Maybe you can write it down in the description. All right, Sam's alive.
We had to get off that trail. There's too many people on the freaking thing.
It's high traffic.
Alright, do you have a channel too?
MTB Zen Master.
Okay, sweet. I'll have to check it out. Subscribe.
He's got one too.
Yeah, we were
Yeah, I saw it on the when you guys were
Greek
upstate.
Peak, yeah. Alright, I'll have to subscribe.
What do you guys want to do? If you want to go down one of these three, we can go over across to like a tech trail down, or
I don't care.
Let's flow. Let's flow.
okay, we can do Alpine again. You can do Alpine. If you want to go ahead.
Me?
You're a bit quicker than I am.
Okay.
You want to try to get me again?
Yeah, I'll go the easy way this time around.
Woo! 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 down. Yeah.
I did the same thing first here over here, trying to go into this second drop.
Too narrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you crash. And I know what happened after I look at the footage. I realize I have to trust the tires. I need to lean the bike, not my body. It's a rookie mistake. When you lean your body, the bike will slide out from under you. But yo, that was a fun run, and I'm so stoked the guys hit that jump.